Hello everyone, welcome to this short time course on video tutorial education. So nowadays we are facing COVID-19 pandemic. All the students are staying at their homes and faculty are also staying at their homes. So at this point of time, I think this is the very essential course for all the faculty and teachers to enhance their knowledge in preparation of video tutorials. So that's why this short time course is introduced here. Now see the contents of the course. This particular course covers different techniques for creating the video tutorials. That means you can create a video tutorial by direct shooting of the video inside your classroom or using the whiteboard at your home. So that is one method. And second method is capturing your screen, computer screen. That is the second method. Third method is using the pen tablets like Wacom pen tablets, etc. Different ways are there for creating the video that we will cover here. Then what are the softwares available for editing this video in the Windows environment as well as in the Android mobiles, that also I will cover here. Then once the tutorial is ready, you have given that tutorial to the students. Then you have to assess that the student has gone through the tutorial or not. Further, some assessment tool is required. So to conduct the quiz, to assess the students, we can use the Google Forms. This is the freely available platform to conduct the online quizzes. So how to conduct the quiz, that also I will cover in this course. Then once the student is gone through the quiz, he successfully completed the quiz. Then in that case, how to send a e-certificate automatically to the participants. That also I will explain in this course. Okay, that means this course covers how to create a video, how to edit a video. Then that video is sent to the student, means whether the student is gone through that or not, that you can assess and you can give a certificate to him also. All these will cover in this course. Let us start the course with definition of video tutorial. What is video tutorial? Video tutorial is nothing but it is a simple video containing the lecture. But what is the difference between the lecture in the classroom and this video tutorial? Means in this video tutorial you can add multicolor beautiful pictures in the form of PPT, and you can insert the relevant examples of huge structures or buildings, and working of the machines and mechanisms you can explain with the help of simulations and animations for mechanical and civil engineering people, for electronics and electrical people also, where machinery and mechanisms are there, you can easily explain that with the help of simulations and animations. For CSE people, programming and coding can be recorded so that the student can pause and he can play that very easily to understand the logic behind the coding. These are the advantages with the video tutorial. Apart from this, you will get some other advantages like this. It is easy to deliver the lecture. Why it is easy to deliver the lecture? Means in the classroom you are constrained only to the board, but here you can use so many tools. You can use your laptop, you can use your pen tablet, and you can insert various relevant real-time examples in the form of video clips, etc. So that's why you can create a very better lecture output you can create in the form of a video. Then it is very easy to access for all the students at any time. Suppose you have placed it in your college website, the student can access it at any point of time from any place. That is another advantage. It provides more effective learning. Very clear explanation is there with the help of animations and simulations, etc. are there, means it is very effective learning, and student can self-learning attitude students can develop. Student will not depend on his friends or on the faculty. He himself can learn the content by following the tutorial, and they are portable also, because a particular concept you have explained in the form of a tutorial means the tutorial student can keep inside his mobile and you can take that to any place. But the same content you want to read from the textbook means it is very difficult to carry to all the places. That's why It is portable, tutorial is portable. Pausing and rewinding flexibility will be there. At any point of time you can pause it, you can go through that and you can rewind it, you can understand the concept, then play it. Something in that way, very easy to learn. Then coming to the disadvantages. Disadvantages are also there because it is somewhat difficult to prepare. The faculty need to have a camera or at least a mobile phone with good camera, mic required, because a good visual is there but audio is not good means student cannot learn easily. That's why mic is required. To capture the content properly, a tripod is required, lighting is required, all these things are required. So that's why some equipment is required. The faculty who wish to develop video tutorials has to generate the video editing capability. So some software training is required. Coming to the students side, students required special gadgets. Students required desktops or laptops or at least mobile phones to go through the tutorials. Suppose it is placed in the network, means internet access is required, internet is required to students, and it is difficult for economically backward people. Suppose economically backward people is there in the remote areas, means they won't have the gadgets, they won't have the network. That's why these video tutorials may not reach to them at right time. These are few difficulties. These are the few tips for creating a successful good video tutorial. First thing is select right tools. Select a proper camera, mic, tripod, lights, etc. Choose the right location for recording. So suppose if you are recording in your house, then in your house where you will have less sound, at that particular place you have to record. Suppose you are recording in a balcony, so many vehicles are going on there, all those unnecessary sounds you will get in the video, that will distort the students from their attention. So that's why you have to select the right place to avoid the background noise. Before starting actual recording, you rehearse 1 or 2 times, that will give the good output. Keep the task simple and clear. That means whatever topic you want to explain, you straight away go to the topic and make it simple and clear. Don't jump into other unnecessary areas. So keep always a short video of maximum 20 minutes. Try to make 10 minutes videos. 10 minutes video is always better. Okay. Now here I'll cover what are the various methods for creating the video. First one is direct video recording. Direct video recording you can do with the help of a camera or with a mobile. Okay, this is straight away recording the content what you are writing on the blackboard or on the whiteboard. That is the direct video recording. For that purpose you can use a camera or mobile you can use. Second method is screen recording the contents of pen tablets. So here we will use a special gadget called pen tablet. Connecting this pen tablet to the computer, you can explain the content as if you are writing on the whiteboard or blackboard. This is an effective method for teaching, replacing the blackboard. Then the next method is screen capturing the PPTs. You generate a very effective and nice PPT and capture the slides of the PPT. This capture part you can do either in computer or in mobile. In Windows environment means you can use these softwares. You can use OBS Studio, Open Broadcast Studio software. This is open source software, free. Cam Studio, open source software. This is also free software. Then ScreenRig, this is the paid software. This kind of softwares are available in Windows environment. You can record the content of this pen tablet or PPT. Now I'll explain how to record the direct video. For that you need to have some whiteboard like this and camera, or you can use a mobile phone with good camera. Then set the tripod in front of this whiteboard and fix the mobile or camera to the tripod. Then here you need to have a good quality mic. This is a collar mic. This sort of mic you can use. So here these mics are two types. First one is compatible for camera. When it is compatible for camera, this particular adapter must be of TRS type. When you are connecting this to the mobile phone, this particular adapter must be TRRS type. So this is the mobile adapter, this is the camera adapter. Here you can observe 3 sections, here you can observe 4 sections. That is the difference between TRS and TRRS adapters. So you have to select proper mic with proper adapter, that is the important point. And suppose if you want to capture the direct video with the help of a camera, means it is better to use Open Camera app, because this Open Camera app only is giving support for external mic. External mic is there, means you will get very good quality audio. So that's why I will recommend Open Camera app with collar mic with TRRS adapter. That is the important thing here. How to record the content of pen tablet? So these are called as pen tablets. Pen tablet means this particular area is replacing the mouse. So directly you can write some content here. That content will be displayed on the computer screen, but you can't see the content here. You are writing here, but this writing content you can see in the computer screen. It is somewhat difficult to use. You have to habituate this for few days. So, but this is the very good gadget replacing the whiteboard. This you can connect to either your desktop or laptop, and you can record the screen. So explanation you can give with the help of this mic. Here you are connecting this to the computer. So that's why you have to use TRS adapter. You can use this OBS Studio or Cam Studio open source or ScreenRig. These softwares you can use for creating the video by recording the screen of the desktop. So detailed explanation is available in this tutorial. I have made a dedicated tutorial explaining how to use this pen tablet. You just go through this tutorial, you will get the clear idea about pen tablets. Next is screen capturing your PPT. Okay, this is a very simple one. Just run the PPT in your desktop, then capture the screen with these softwares. I have made so many video tutorials by following this technique. This is one video tutorial, you can go through it. Okay. Next, how to record the screen from your Android phone. So in the Android phone also you can play the PPT and you can record. For that, the first thing is you have to install the Microsoft PPT app that will be available in Play Store, that will appear like this. Then the second thing is you have to connect a mic with TRRS adapter like this. This is the TRRS adapter. Okay, this mic you can connect to the mobile. Then for screen recording purpose, so many screen recording softwares are available in your Play Store for mobile applications. Here I am showing the DU screen recorder. This is the best screen recorder. Right now I am using this recorder only. This is having the face cam option. This is the face cam. I am using the screen recorder and doing this video in mobile only. Okay, I have created so many videos using the DU screen recorder. One particular video sample link I am providing here. You can go through it. Okay, this is the another easy technique to capture the screen and making the video. Then how to do the editing in Windows environment. For editing the video in Windows environment, the best software is free software is OpenShot Video Editor. This is the free software. Freely you can download from internet and you can use it. But when you go to the paid softwares, best software is economical and best software is Wondershare Filmora. This is the another software which I will use frequently for making my videos. This is the best software. Apart from these two, Cyberlink Power Directory is also one good software. This is also paid software. Suppose if you want to go for high-end videos, then you have to go for Adobe After Effects. Okay, this is the ultimate software. almost in all the films in editing is done using this software only. So this is the best software, high-end software. If you are interested, you can go for this. Better start with Wondershare Filmora, then you can go for this. Then how to do the editing in Android mobiles. For editing the video in Android mobiles, the best software is Cyberlink Power Director. This is the best software, very easy to use. In this course, I'll explain how to edit in Power Director. In Windows environment, how to use OpenShot Video Editor. These two softwares I'll explain in this course. Okay. Apart from Cyberlink Power Director, KineMaster is there. This is one best software. Here in this software, the animation is the very powerful feature. You can go for keyframe animation in this software. All the participants are requested to attempt a small quiz through Google Forms. Participants who are securing more than 50% in that quiz, they will get the course completion e-certificate. Any participant is having any queries regarding this course, they can submit their queries through a Google form. That link also we will place in our website. So all the links will be available in our website. Please go through them and complete the course. So thank you very much for your active participation. All the best to all the participants. Thank you.